It's the Condors and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Condors of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it.
And incomplete to open things up.
When you look at this defense,
they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because Every team wants to win all games on their schedule, but the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week:
16 carries, 70 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
From the 50, it's gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. That's complete to Laporta.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 3 yards out.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. Johnson now returning.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on third. Goff. That is caught. And shedding a man. And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamar Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gibson again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Again, Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw is gone.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing again is gone.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. To throw on second down is gone.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start with it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's a diving catch right side. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And again, it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. On first down, gone. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Gibbs straight ahead. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain block. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
His fourth rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall,
and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He may go.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen.
Out left to Dotson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Here's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Condors are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it at the 2.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gets past 1 man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run out of the gun with Jefferson.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin with an amazing diving catch.
And the Condors have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Throwing, Allen.
Flush to his right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.